also, if you do professional sports, you have to completely commit to it. And many people who fail at some point along the way won't have a plan B. So, is there any protection against that? Hey guys, welcome to Bits and Pieces. My name is Noah Martins.
Hi, my name is Rohan.
And today we have a very special guest here with us. We have Mr. Sujit Panigrahi, who is the co-founder and CEO of SecFast. So, can you tell us about your company and what you're doing?
SecFast, that's Secure Fitness and Sports Technology. We actually work in 2-3 key areas. We work in the area of physical education and sports for schools. Basically, you have subjects like math, science, English, and India has been doing so well in these subjects, right? Any engineering subject or medical, anything to do with science, commerce, and this. But there's no focus around sports. So what we identified as a need was that if you have a good grassroots physical education and sports program, where we have about 30 crore children, school-going children in India, and if we can get all children to play 60 minutes per day, if that is what we can actually ensure that every child gets to play 60 minutes per day, quantity will lead to quality. So you get everyone to play, the number of participation will go up. When participation goes up, the competitions will go up, and that is going to funnel the India's success at the highest level. Whether you look at Olympics, Commonwealth, Asian Games, national games at any level. So that was one part of the business where you actually get school children to play. The second part is that you may get children to play when you look at any academic subject, whether it is math, science, English, you actually get a report card at the end of term 1 and term 2. Is it something that we can do it in sports and physical fitness? We can. So what we have done is that we have created a fitness assessment report card which is given at the end of term 1 and term 2 to every school-going children. So we have been able to give about 37 lakh children have got a physical fitness report card twice a year, right? So the idea is to create a balanced curriculum between academic subjects and sports subjects. So once you have the data, then you can do analytics of the data, and you can spot talent by looking at fitness data, then do sports skills assessment, and that is how the whole thing is going to work. So it's about using knowledge of physical education, sports and technology, all the three things.
India is a huge country with a huge population, and still, like, if you see our Olympic progress, it's not really that good.
Right.
So if you can elaborate on that.
Yeah, see, actually, if you look at, so that is also part of the vision of the current government and also the Prime Minister. So PM launched a program called Fit India program on 29th of August last year. So the idea of Fit India is that fitness is very easy to do. It's easy and fun. You can improve fitness in any way, whether it's walking, running, dancing, playing any sports. You don't need to play sports to improve fitness. So once you can actually improve fitness, then the outcomes are multiple. So you can have a sports outcome. So when we started out as an organization in 2010, right after Commonwealth Games, what happened was, so we looked at multiple models in terms of what is the impact that we can do for in India. So one of the models that we looked at was China. What China did was 12 years before Beijing Olympics, China actually picked up 25 lakh children from the age group of 3 to 6 years. So within 12 years time, these children become 15 to 18 years, which is the right age for Olympics or Commonwealth or any competition at the highest level. So out of these 25 lakh children, where they invested on their fitness and also on developing the sports skills, China could move to the topmost position in Olympics. So that was a good trigger for me when we started out Fitness 365 as an organization. That we said that we are going to build the world's largest grassroots sports program, and that's the name. That's why it's called Sequoia, because that's the largest tree in the world. The idea is that if you can get more children to play, whether it is 25 lakhs, whether it is India has 30 crore children. Even if you get 10 crore children to play in a structured way, the number will go up drastically, and that is the foundation. That the idea is that quantity will lead to quality. You get more children to play in a more structured way. Ensure that At a policy level, I've been part of different committees of CBSE as well as NCRT and also the sports ministry. We have been able to influence the policy from policy point of view. Right now, every school has to do one physical education period per day.
Okay.
So you get 5 to 6 period per day per week for every child.
Okay.
So that is to increase their physical education and play time.
To increase your data.
Yeah, so if,
that you have
yeah,
on
so
these
yeah, the idea is to get more children to play more.
Okay. And as a BITS alumnus, how did you get into sport? How did you get into the sports industry?
Yeah, that's quite interesting. In fact, I'm 90 to 94. I did my management.
Okay.
I went back to BITS to do my masters in software systems.
Okay.
So after I passed out, I worked with a BITSian company called AMSOFT System, headed by BITSian. And there, and AMSOFT had actually done software for Barcelona Olympics,
Wow.
92, which was later used for Atlanta Olympics also. So during that time, I got to work with ESPN
Okay.
on the sports side and also with NDTV for elections.
Oh.
So there's a lot of work that I worked on the area of real-time graphics.
Okay.
So sports is all about real-time graphics, right? The data is coming from the ground and you're building. And so that actually, I spent a lot of time on that. And you fast forward to 2007, 2008, Commonwealth Games had to happen in 2010. So I got an opportunity to become Additional Director General of Commonwealth Games for Technology.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was the CIO for Delhi 2010 Commonwealth Games. And so that is how this journey in terms of getting to sports. And 2010 is a melting point of sports and technology.
Okay.
So post 2010, I had to decide what I wanted to work in the area of sports
Right.
and also in the area of technology. But I had some idea in terms of building statistics for fielders.
Okay.
So you have stats for batsmen and bowlers,
Yeah, right.
but there's nothing around fielding.
That's true.
How do you prove that Jonty Rhodes is a better fielder than Rahul Dravid? Statistics will always prove that Dravid was the best fielder because he had the maximum number of dismisses in terms of catches and stumps. But if you look at Jonty Rhodes, it is not that. Yeah. So when I actually analyzed, we figured out that the why Jonty Rhodes is better than anyone else is because of his fitness levels. His reaction time was better, his speed was better on the ground, his ability to react, to move from point A to point B. So ball will move from the bat to a particular point.
Right.
Fielder has to reach there before the ball reaches, right?
Right.
So it is all aspects of fitness, which is about speed, agility, that is speed along with change of direction.
Right.
It's about your hand-eye coordination. These are all elements or components of fitness, physical fitness.
Right.
And so the element of fitness is what got retained in my plan to the future. So that's when we started the company of Fitness 365, which is about improving physical fitness. There are but I could not work in that space because there was I needed a lot of money to invest on technology to do statistics on fielders, which would have basically meant that you actually look at the trajectory of the ball. You put cameras on the ground. You need hundreds of cameras to be able to track the ball movement around this thing. So while that got parked, the China's journey in terms of that 12-year investment in fitness and sports. So that was the trigger that actually stayed on, and along with the fitness as an outcome, and that is how Fitness 365 was born.
We have like a majority of our sports that is played is centered around cricket. So like generally cricketers will always get like a higher standard in terms of their victories or whatever that they achieve than other sports. So what is like how can we encourage public opinion about other sports in general and not be as like fixated about one sport?
Yeah, I think that is changing. Actually, the reason why cricket was doing well was because of role models. So we had Gavaskar, we had Kapil Dev, we had a lot of them, Sachin and whatever lately, and Virat Kohli is right now. But if you look at other sports also, I think that is changing because the role models are increasing. So we have Leander Paes, we have Saina, then we have Avinav Bindra. So we have a lot of new role models which are coming up in sports. And all of them are also doing well when it comes to stability in terms of, because as a parent, you always look at stability as a career stability, whether I become an engineer or a doctor or any profession that I pick up, or even in sports, I need to make sure that my child is actually secure, right? So cricket probably gave that stability, but now because of increasing role models in other sports also, and each of them are doing fairly well. So I think that is changing. That's changing, and now we have India is doing well in other sports also. As the medal tally also goes up, I think that's a huge motivation also, right? The conversion, and now with the new leagues coming up, whether it is football, cricket, kabaddi, badminton, all of that. So I think volleyball also.
Yeah.
So with that, the opportunities are going up, and I think from parents' point of view, they need to look at that sports is not only about becoming a sports person. Sports is not only becoming a coach.
It's about character formation.
It's about character formation. It's about discipline. There are a lot of life skills which are there. It's about competition. It's about collaboration. There are a lot of things that you actually learn from sports.
Dealing with loss.
Absolutely.
Yeah, failure.
Failures are so important, right? So failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success, right?
Yeah.
So it's so important that you actually fail. Once you fail, on a like few days back, I did a workshop for all the teachers of Army Public School. All the teachers were there. So and the best thing is there is no. So you have people from different age groups, and you have male, female, just put everyone together, and hierarchy doesn't matter. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. When you lose, also there is the next day is a different day altogether. So sports actually teaches you. So I think as parents, that's a very important thing. That what is it that you gain out of sports? The life skills are more important. And secondly, there are careers out of sports. Like I am an engineer now working in sports. So, but if you one policy which we are trying to change with the government is that to actually have sports as mandatory subject. And make sure that you have only pick up the best 5 subjects. So then it doesn't matter whether if I'm not good in mathematics but good in sports, or if I'm good in maths and sports, I can get into data analytics.
Bring it into mainstream.
So there are a lot of cross. So you become more. So there are careers like sports medicine. There are careers for sports technology. There are careers for journalism. So.
Sports management also.
So sports is not separate from academics. So if you're good in English and you're good in sports, so you can become a commentator. Right? If you're good in mathematics, and actually there's a lot of sports. Actually, with sports you can actually learn so many things. Right? Physics, concepts of physics, maths, you can learn on a ground. So a lot of innovation is happening in the area of sports only through sports. As an example, in Tokyo Olympics. So they are actually testing the micro GPS, which actually takes you to your seat number. If you have so Japan is building satellites, which is Japan only satellite, and which is all, and this is being tested on a sports ground. Then there are technologies which are around time. All the best timing systems are actually tested on a sports field. Whether it is running, whether it is swimming, whether it is shooting. So the timing systems, scoring systems, just about everything that you look at from technology standpoint, all of them they get tested on. So the people who are working in sports, even though it is not taught in engineering campuses, sports, eventually people running sports, any major event, are people who have great technology background, people who are from commerce background, people who are from arts background, right? So sports is not separate from and that realization, the moment it comes with schools, which is the starting point, colleges, universities, and with parents, a lot of opportunities will come up. I think the career opportunities are huge in this area.
But to become a professional sports person, it's a very competitive industry. And we were listening to Mr. Sonam Manchak, whose life is the 3 Idiots is based on. And he said this amazing thing. He said that your parents are a test of your determination. And most sports people probably had to fight with their parents to follow their dream.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts on that?
No, that is absolutely true. I think, but a lot would depend on. That's why I said there are 3 stakeholders: the parents, the child himself or herself, and the school. All the 3 things are very critical to each other. So I think if all the 3 pieces, so it's like you cannot choose. It's like a chicken and egg story, right? When do you start out?
Yeah.
Do you run a campaign for parents asking children to play?
Right.
So which Star Sports is going to do? They started doing it. In fact, asking parents to get their children to go out and play. The second thing is working with schools.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing through the Khelo India initiative, the Ministry of Sports has been doing, is to influence every state board, every central board, saying that give it equal importance as anything else. The moment there is equal importance, the moment there is marks,
Yeah.
parents will also get involved.
That's
See, if my son is actually doing well in sports, and there is equal weightage of sports along with any other subject, why would I not do it?
Right.
So currently, that importance is not there. The moment that importance is there, automatically all that will get solved. I think that is where the gap is. The moment that happens, then I think everything gets sorted out.
Also, if you do professional sports, you have to completely commit to it. And many people who fail at some point along the way won't have a plan B. So, is there any protection against that with this?
Absolutely. That's a very good question. In fact, see, the plan B are the careers in sports.
Okay, other than this thing. Because
See, you cannot see-
you could be a coach, you could be lots of
So
other
there's so many
because you
things,
have a lot
right?
of experience. That's
Yeah.
it.
See, there are
basically the amalgamation of sports with different
Right,
fields. Yeah.
different fields.
Yeah.
Say if I'm good in science and sports,
Right.
I become a sports scientist.
Hmm.
The amount of roles which are there for sports scientists is huge.
Yeah.
If you go to, I had gone to, if I show you pictures of Australian Institute of Sports,
Yeah.
and I went to a chamber which actually had, they said that you can actually set that I'm going to play in Mumbai in the month of, in September 15th to 18th.
Okay.
So that chamber actually has pressure control, it has temperature control,
Okay.
it has your humidity control, just about everything in that, you are actually playing inside that. Just look at the amount of science which is inside it, the amount of technology which is, and that is not done only by sports people, right? It is done by people who have sports background, who are interested in sports. I may not be reaching the national team, but if I'm interested in sports, I may reach up to a certain point. But then if I'm a little balanced in terms of what I'm doing, I'm good in something. Sports and something. Say out of 6 or 7 things, I'll be good in 4 or 5 things, right?
Yeah.
I may be a failure in 2 things. I'll be good in 5 other things.
Right.
So with that, absolutely, I think that education is important. Once that is done, then I think it's out a lot of things.
So with this, it's like kind of India is right now at a stage where like it's not exactly booming, but it has laid the foundation for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so like what is the way forward now? Like what do you think should be what should we
Rahul,
expect?
where do you see us going in the
Yeah.
next?
See, actually, a
decade?
lot of good things are happening. Let's look at BITS Pilani campus. I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
this thing. So they have introduced a sports called sports engineering.
Okay. Oh.
Last year, as one of the elective courses. That's the first step
Yeah.
of an engineering college setting up a
Sports, yeah.
core sports science. It's related to engineering,
Right.
but sports science.
Yeah.
Whether it is footwear, whether it is apparel, whether it is any equipment that they wear, or whether it is data analytics. So all of that happening within sports engineering, right? How do you enhance the performance of an athlete?
Right.
So an engineering college is getting into the sports side of things. So similarly, you have a NIS Patiala, National Institute of Sports Patiala, which is still the gold. It is like the IIT or
Gold
IIMs
standard,
for sports. So they have a sports science department now.
Yeah.
Okay, so a sports and physical education institution now set up a sports science institute.
Okay.
So everyone is making their bet, right? So you will have a national sports university investing in the area of sports science and other sports management courses.
Right.
Then you have schools which are going to give importance to sports. I think with all this effort, then there are new leagues which are being created. I think India is actually at the right phase where a lot of things are happening, and I think in a few years' time, another 5, 7, 10 years' time, you will see this industry exploding by 8 to 10 times as an industry. And career for everyone. You don't need to reach only the international, become an international player.
Yeah.
You can be, if you're interested in sports, jitna kar sakte karo, but at the dropout point, you should have something else, the plan B that you're talking about. As long as you're clear कि मेरा हिंदी में मैं अच्छे तरीके से बोल सकता हूँ, तो so why not become like what you're doing, you guys are doing, I think if you have interest in sports, you can always do a lot of career out of sports also, right? So, yeah.
So we'll wrap up with. Do you have anything else?
No, I think
Okay,
that's-
we'll wrap up with one last question. To all the young kids in India, maybe some of them watching this, who aspire to have a career in sports, what advice would you want to give them?
I would say that you chase your dream and chase your dream and think high. And also, one thing that I have seen that you should you have a business plan, but don't have a plan B. What basically means that whatever you think is right, you do it. You believe in it, have that right conviction, and if you actually do well, you will anyway this thing. And even if you don't do well, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at least you will never regret that whatever you wanted to do, you did not do it.
Correct.
And that regret should never be there with anyone.
Right.
And I think when I come to Pilani, Goa campus, I've not been to Hyderabad campus, I see a lot of good positive energy.
Right.
And actually, it's like meeting you guys. You are in your first year, and you meet so many first year, right, second year, and you have time to actually do new things. Create. You have 4 years is a lot of time. When you become an entrepreneur, 4 years, in 4 years you have to do a lot of things.
Right.
Now that you are inside a campus and try out new things, let it happen. Try it out. Do pilots, whether it is during the summer vacation or even during the session, and try out. I think try and get some beta customers. Build some prototypes, take it to the market, and I think by in 4 years time you can actually change a lot of things. Like we changed our plan when we started out, so we call it as Aim for Good Fitness. Assessment, intervention, and monitoring are the three main modules. So assessment of children, intervention would basically mean all the PE classes and the sports coaching. Monitoring is a tech platform for parents, schools to monitor. Sports Authority of India to monitor. Initially, we thought that we are going to do only assessment. So we did the assessment of, we thought we'll do 1 lakh children's assessment. But when we did about few thousand assessments, the school started asking us, if my child is at a D or a E, how are you going to help? So we had to change our model. We had to move from only assessment to a model where we actually run their physical education sports program. So that we had to do in the first year itself. So similarly, we started out with the name Lip Plus, but then we got feedback saying that Lip Plus doesn't mean anything. It could be medicine, it could be any program, or it had no. So we changed ourselves to Fitness 365 as a product. So the cost of all these changes, once you have started a company formally, are very high. While if you are students, this cost is very minimal, right? So you have a security from your parents, you have a secured environment, you have all the facilities here. You're not paying rent. You have co-founders. You're not paying anything to each other, but you are only ideating. There are 50, 100 other batchmates, seniors, juniors, whom you can actually have as sounding boards, right? Like outside, someone was actually someone actually explained to us that they're going to do a website hosting, 1 rupee per day, right? Interesting plan. You are doing that inside the campus, so you get free feedback from the alumni, you get feedback from your teachers, feedback from this thing, so you can actually test it out, all of that. So I think within the campus, so you have all these things, and you should leverage all of that.